Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm giving you another trading update for today, the 18th of June, Friday 18th of June. So last night on Wall Street there was a bit of movement, still probably following the fallout from the Fed decision. My Workhorse stock position jumps quite a bit at the start. I didn't sell, I didn't do any trading in Workhorse. It went up and sort of came back down and sort of finished a bit lower, so that wasn't ideal, but it's still holding solid above the $14 mark and hovering around the 15, which I think is quite promising. I'll talk about it now, but the one thing that I've seen a little bit of today, there's been a couple of videos talking about, and the ultra optimistic like Workhorse is going to win back this contract with the USPS because they're filing a lawsuit. The fact they're filing a lawsuit is like a very positive, could be either a very positive sign or it could be just like a bit of a stunt sort of thing. I hope they do, win this contract overall. I think it would be right, it would be fair. Like the US Postal Service wants to go green, and the contract they've signed is only gonna what they've announced is come up with a 10% electric, or a 10% EV fleet. So that's not really what they begin with. Workhorse is beginning 100% EV, and also you'd be able to integrate the drone technology that they are also synonymous with their product. So there is good grounds there, but I don't want to say that they're going to win the contract from this legal challenge just yet, because even though Workhorse has a couple of things going for them, the fact that they can deliver 100% EV fleet, and they've got the drone technology, and then there's also like some of the dodgy stuff that happened around OshKosh, particularly some stuff with a bit of major insider trading. Apparently there was someone who bought a $54 million position in Workhorse just prior to them making that announcement that they were going to get the US Postal Service contract. Anyway, but the one thing that Workhorse fans may not be factoring for is OshKosh does have a record of producing vehicles for the government, and they do have some EV experience. It seems that they don't have the expertise that Workhorse has in producing electric vans, which is what the US Postal Service ideally needs, but they have that legacy of providing many government contracts before, where Workhorse hasn't done anything. And the other one too is that they already actually have the scale to produce this project, which Workhorse doesn't. So Workhorse was kind of relying on getting this contract and expanding to be able to fulfill that contract. So that's another sort of factor to consider with the EV contract. So I'm still like, don't get me wrong, I'm still bullish on Workhorse, but I just feel like just because they challenged them in a legal setting does not necessarily mean that they're going to get it. They're going to get the contract. It does put pressure on the short sellers though. So the ultimate, well, not the ultimate, but the Workhorse, I just got paid $25,000 from the government then. That's why I stopped to look at my phone. I'll tell you about that. I've got my home builder grant, literally just came through then. Anyway, maybe I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Anyway, so I don't think Workhorse is going to necessarily win this contract, but I think it's going to put pressure on short sellers, and I've lost myself here. Anyway, I don't think Workhorse is necessarily going to be assured the contract just because they're making the legal challenge. I do like that it is putting pressure on the short sellers, and this is good for the potential short squeeze which is happening. I honestly still think that Workhorse is worth more than what they're saying, and I think that there's a lot of potential in that company, and just because they didn't land that Postal Service contract doesn't mean there are other deals there are not other deals that they're going to be making in the future. So they're, other than with Rivan or Rivian, the contractor who's doing the vans for Amazon, they're at the head of the game when it comes to electric vehicles in the van category. Anyway, moving on from Workhorse, the other stock I was trading on a bit last night was Clean Energy. Fuels, they had a good day. Again, like I've said in the past, I think even though they are considered a meme stock, they are a meme stock that has a lot of potential in the future and pretty sound financials. So I'm pretty happy to accrue those at a good rate. Today in the ASX, I had a fairly quiet day. I was pretty busy at work, but I managed to pop off a couple of trades on ZIP. The ASX jumped today, basically following the movements of what happened in America last night. So the tech stocks were up, and there was a lag in the financial sector, and also the materials and resource sectors lag. Gold continued to drop. I didn't have any. I actually did have some spare cash, but I was using it to trade with ZIP shares today, taking advantage of that. But yeah, the gold stock still kind of took a bit of a tumble. So to me, that shows that the market is pricing in that the inflation that we are experiencing at the moment is transitory. But I don't know, to be honest, I think if the next month, so in America, three weeks time, in Australia, we get our data for inflation comes out every 3 months. But I think next month, if we do get another high number for inflation in America, I think it's really going to shake up the market a little bit. So coming close to that announcement is going to be interesting, because I honestly don't think the inflation we're experiencing is transitory. But there's just too much quantitative easing, and people are just paying too much for things and not resisting buying something. The cost of stuff is just going up. I think the inflation is just out of control. Anyway, I might leave it out there for today. I've got a lot of stuff to do at the moment, so I can't focus too much on this. Someone, I did say if you have a stock shout out, let me know in the comments. I'll shout out. I didn't get anything in my video yesterday, but what I did get, I got a recommendation to get a collar microphone. So honestly, I know that the sound of my videos is not great, which is one of the reasons why I'm big on writing the descriptions in them. But yeah, I am looking to get some sort of new sound equipment around what I do. So I literally just do everything off my phone. I bought a desktop mic the other day, but it's actually can't be used for filming on my phone. I can use it on my computer, but I do most of the filming on my phone just because it's like more portable. Anyway, so again, if you have a stock tip that you want me to give a shout out to, let me know in the comments below. I'll be interested to see if anyone ever gives me anything, but yeah, thanks again. Have a great day trading on Friday, and I will see you guys soon. Good luck. Take care.